This is such a cut intro.
No, this is not cut. Welcome to the Smash or Pass episode of Misguided Membership.
I just clapped so loud next to my
We started with Smash or Pass. We continue with Smash or Pass. Anthony, elaborate. I'm talking for too long.
Alright. Welcome everybody to Misguided Membership. I'm Anthony. I'm here with Chris. And today we're going to be tier listing every potential relationship Spider-Man has ever had in his history.
We could go into more detail. We could throw Kane and...
We could go through, the other Spider-Men or clones or this or that.
Seven likes we go through all the Spider-Man
we could.
In general.
Obviously the goal was just Peter Parker for now, and we could always branch out. So we're just going to kind of go down the list and kind of go through rapid fire for a few seconds.
Rapid fire.
Jill Stacy. That's
Jill
the first one.
Stacy. I don't know who Jill Stacy is. Elaborate.
So Jill Stacy is literally Gwen Stacy's cousin, and they were together during a time that Peter thought MJ was dead, and then once MJ turned out to be alive, the relationship just ended like that.
That's awesome. Oh wait, hang on. I don't know how to do the alphabet. There we go. All right.
Where would you put her?
Where would I put her? Considering that she is not the second option, but the third option of the first dead woman?
I would say D. I would say D personally.
You would say D? I don't know. She has...
I'm okay with C.
I put such an unflattering picture. She looks so uncomfortable.
Next one, Deborah Whitman.
All right. I have no idea who this is.
So, in the comics, Deborah Whitman was a student of Peter's at Empire State University. She was married to an abusive husband, and things did not go well. And I guess pretty much Peter kind of gaslighted her the entire time they were together. Like, oh, yeah, no, like, we'll be together. You just have to leave your husband. And she was like, but you're Spider-Man. And he's like, maybe. And he just kept gaslighting. It was terrible.
Wait, so did he ever tell her?
No, he would never tell her yes or no, and she literally went crazy.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. Let's leave that there.
All right.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel is cute. I have no idea what it's about or what it's like, but I like the picture, so we're putting it at B.
I can agree with that. It was very cute. It didn't last long because it was just a couple dates, and it didn't really go anywhere. I'm assuming, being a superhero, and they just had other things to do.
Awesome.
Right.
Love to hear it.
So, Anna Maria Marconi.
Yeah.
Also known as Macaroni, according to you in our Spider-Man 1 playthrough.
No, I don't want it. We're going to talk about that.
So, Chris, you tell me about Anna Maria.
Okay. So, what sucks is that this is really Spider-Man, Peter Parker. So, if you want to be absolutely technical, they never actually dated in this because she dated Otto Octavius when he was in Spider-Man's Peter Parker's body. Now, if we're talking about that relationship where it was working really well, they thrived really well off each other, synergized really well, whether it be him trying to handle the responsibilities of being Spider-Man or whatnot and all that other nonsense. And it was fun, wholesome hijinks. And then once it became Peter Parker, she was still a really good supportive role for Peter. She helped him in the situations that he needed, but also it's like, hey, you have the face of my ex. And it's kind of awkward because I figured out that my ex, took over your body and stuff. So it's like, it doesn't work out. And then in the second, run of Superior Spider-Man, she comes back. Well, when Otto comes back, it's a completely different... Is it a completely different person or is it just a different body? Whatever. That's a different body, my bad. So when he's the Spider-Man in San Francisco, she comes back and they don't ever get together again at that point, but she's a nice character. I don't know.
Yeah. I would say B tier based on what you're saying personally. I have no issues with her at all. As a character, I don't have anything against her.
Yeah, let's go.
Alrighty. Next one, Leanne Tang.
She's wearing a spider suit, so without me knowing anything about her, she is at least a C tier, is what I'm guessing.
Okay. From what I learned, because I haven't read this run of Spider-Man, pretty much she worked at Parker Industries with Peter, but she was working for the bad guys, and Peter never really trusted her after that. She was given insider information to people.
That's a little toxic.
Yes, I think C or D is probably a good spot for her personally.
I think I might. I don't know. Oh, I like this next one. What's this
All right.
next one?
This one is Michelle Gonzalez.
Okay.
She became a temporary roommate of Peter's when Peter had come back to his apartment. He had a roommate that was arrested, and it was a whole thing. But she's the brother of the roommate. She came in to live there while she was helping. 'Cause she's a lawyer. She was trying to get a sentence reduced.
Peter
And
does a great job of dating people relative to people close in his life.
yeah, and so it was weird. It started as like a one night stand, and they kind of like stayed together for a little bit, little dates here or there. But once her brother was released from prison, she douched out.
Oh, it's not anything. We need another tier. You go start talking about the next one while
Alright.
I'm doing more things.
The next one is Silk. So I'd assume most of you will know who Silk is if you've read a lot of anything Spider-Man.
Tell the world in case they don't know.
Yeah, so Silk is another Spider person. She was in Peter's class when he was bit by the Spider-Man.
By the Spider-Man!
By the spider, sorry.
Peter
And it was the
bitten
same
by
spider
the Spider-Man.
that caused them to have this weird animalistic attraction to each other, which got really weird really fast. And by animalistic attraction, I mean if they're in the same room, they could do nothing but smash.
There is a little bubble in one of the first issues of Silk that was released where it's supposed to be from Stan Lee's phrase, and he's talking, and he's like, "But don't read over here. Look at what's happening." It's Peter Parker and her making out.
Yeah, pretty much the relationship didn't really blossom anything more than just physical. And eventually Silk moved away, so they didn't have to worry about it anymore.
Was it nothing physical? I read the like I had a couple Silk omnibuses, and
Well,
they
they're,
worked.
they tried, but it never worked out
Yeah.
beyond that, really.
All right, we'll put her at B tier.
I mean, I think A personally. I
You
mean,
think A?
I mean, despite how weird it is, it was a lot of fun. And it was
Wow.
different.
Oh wait, no.
Also, how is C all the way down there?
How did that get down there? Whoops. Wait, hang on.
All right, there we go. It is correct currently. All right. Next one is Mockingbird.
All right, so Peter basically kind of hitting a low in his life, as one does all the time. And I don't remember exactly how he got there, but nonetheless, Mockingbird was a good, like, I don't want to say rebound, because it was a relationship that both of them, like, cared about, but the thing was, after doing it for a while, they both realized that the only thing they really had in common was the crime fighting, was the
work side of
superhero life.
things.
But she was good for him. She helped him, like, get better and, like, really set the grounds on who he wanted to be again. Kind of helped him.
No, I mean, absolutely. Sounds good. Next one is Sarah Rushman.
She is scary.
So this one's kind of funny. I mean, early 2000s was a weird time for comics. But pretty much, Sarah Rushman was brainwashed by S.H.I.E.L.D. and was working, or maybe went to school at Empire State University. And during that time, she developed a crush on Peter. And Peter was helping her regain her memories. And as soon as she got him back, she was done. She was, I have no interest in Peter Parker.
That's pretty goated. I'm not gonna lie. So they never got together, actually?
I think they were like briefly, like they went on like a date or something, and then he tried to help her, and then it was this whole thing.
I mean, if they never made it that far.
Yeah, I think I agree with the F. I mean, definitely not illegal, just weird. So next
Just
one
not-
is
just
Natasha
weird.
Romanoff, also known as Black Widow. Kind of ironically, the same deal as Sarah Rushman. She was brainwashed. They kind of got together, and as soon as she gained her memory, she's like, "Nah."
If I had a nickel for every time Peter Parker seduced a woman that did not have her memories, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's weird. That's happened twice.
That is very true. Next one is Betty Brant. So pretty much Betty Brant is an assistant to Jay Jonah at the Daily Bugle. I mean, I think she has a different job in some iterations, but pretty much that's what she is in the early iterations, the character.
Here.
So pretty much they met at the Bugle and they kind of sparked romance, but it didn't last long because Peter was always disappearing and just never letting her in on the secret.
Did they ever really have a romance, though?
Yes, they did. She ended up leaving him because of it. And after that, she married a character named Ned Leeds.
Yeah. Ned, who becomes...
Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't remember them ever actually getting
It
together.
was very short-lived.
Yeah. I don't know
After that, we have Silver Sable.
Oh, that would be cool. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
So in the research I was doing, in the storyline Ends of the Earth, they were actually together, or not quite together. She sacrificed herself to save Peter after revealing that she had feelings for him.
They never got together, but also in the don't remember exactly what run it is, but they have their moments where it's like, oh, that's cute, that's sappy, but like there's nothing actually there, which makes me kind of upset because, let's be honest, that would be pretty freaking sweet.
I can agree with wasted potential. I think that it could be a very fun storyline if it was seeked out more and fleshed out better. Mm-hmm. As of right now, we'll just move on to Emma Frost. This one was a weird one. Like I said, early 2000s, another weird spot in Spider-Man comics.
Don't make me add another one to the illegal category.
No. So, it's not, because everyone's children in this comic.
Wait, what?
Kind of. So Emma Frost is in school with Peter. She falls for him after reading his mind, and just, in Peter's mind, just pure heroism and kindness. And she's like, I love that man, I want him. Oh, they don't get together, but she wants him that bad.
That's pretty cool.
It's
better than where I thought you were having to go with that. That's cool.
As later iterations of these characters, I don't think they'd work at all.
Oh yeah.
Like personally, I'd actually put her in the F tier just because it's weird. I mean, but it could work. Okay, you know what? Let's leave her in wasted potential for now. Maybe we can readjust her later.
We'll readjust after this.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
Yes.
Starfire looking at.
In New Avengers 51, pretty much Jessica Jones is talking to Peter. This is kind of during the events of like Civil War-ish, and she's like, I used to have a crush on you in high school. And Peter's like, no, you didn't. And she's like, yeah, I did. Like, I totally would have, And the entire time she's with her current husband, telling Peter this.
Oh no!
And he's like, what the hell? And Peter's just not getting the room at all. But I guess she had been in an accident. They ended up giving her powers, so she just never had the time to really talk to Peter before that happened.
That is pretty awesome.
Could have been
Peter the Homewrecker. Let's go.
So the next one is Sophia Sandoval. I think I'm saying the name right. I could not be.
She has ducks.
So interestingly enough, this character also is from the same comic that Emma Frost's storyline was.
That makes sense.
So
they both have ducks.
The fun part here, Sophia was actually with Peter at the time, and Emma Frost was trying to use her mind reading powers to get Sophia to get them together, but because of that, it just got weird, and all these relationships didn't really blossom any further.
Oh, okay. So was it good while she was there?
In my opinion, it's mid. I'd put either C or D.
It's mid. Well, it's better than F, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw it away. So next one is Kitty Pryde. You haven't gotten there yet. Obviously, an Ultimate storyline. But that's where her story really took shape, and I love the Ultimate storyline, especially with their relationship. I personally would be B or A.
B or A.
Yeah.
I'm a menace. We're putting her in C.
Oh, that hurts, but it's okay.
Can
we at least put her in high C?
High C.
High C.
All right.
Oh, go fuck yourself, dude.
Hey, that's not nice.
Carly Cooper. You know what? She's the relationship after one more day, so in my opinion, F. Go fuck yourself, dude.
I actually read what she's a part of.
And so have I. But I was still so pissed about one more day, I didn't give a shit.
You know what she did? She gave MJ a good positive outlet to be able to have someone to talk to about the fact that her boyfriend takes saving the world over herself.
Oh, goodness.
She is actually
doing Kitty Pryde way worse.
So if I remember correctly, which you probably don't, but I remember their relationship being pretty good. I don't know how long it took for her to figure out. No, stop. Fine. All right, as long as she's behind Carly Cooper. But Carly is a police officer, hence the NYPD shirt. That's why I picked that picture, I swear. So Carly Cooper is a police officer, and then, so Vigilante working with this
cop. And that's probably one of the reasons why it actually didn't work out, because Peter was having to keep so many secrets, and it was awkward, made things hard.
Yeah.
So, next one is Black Cat.
All right. We know. It's okay. Can I grab it? Just yes.
So we've kind of talked about Black Cat before. I really don't know what else to say besides like S tier. I mean, the relationship and everything is honestly great when it's there. It has its back and forths, but at least in the most recent iterations of their love stuff, it's been really good. She genuinely cares about Peter and Spider-Man more than originally, because for a long time it was just all she cared about was Spider-Man, not even Peter. Mm-hmm. I love that she's now cares about both of them.
All right, this next one's gonna be controversial.
All right, Gwen Stacy.
You're not gonna like this one.
Okay. I ask why.
Cause, yes, she likes the guy. Yes, they are good together. Yes, she's supposed to be meant to be. But also, she has done things to try to get rid of Spider-Man almost as bad as Jameson.
Okay.
I did some research. There's a different video that if you watch to our channel, you should go find this video, by the way, guys, and let me know what it is in the comments below. This is not self-advertisement. But there's one where it's like, man, I would love to have seen more of actual Gwen Stacy. I did a little bit more research. Turns out Gwen Stacy really did not like Spider-Man. In fact, there's a guy, I don't know if she might remember him. His name's Captain Stacy, who kind of, fucking died while he was around, and she may or may not have blamed him. So, would it be possible for them to overcome that hurdle? Yes.
And I'm going to be completely honest as well. I'm going to also leave this one here. I'm not going to fight to move her up.
I wasn't going to let you anyway.
And you may be like, Anthony, why? Because I was so adamant and like, why you put it there? I would put it there because of the fucking storyline with Norman. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Nope, I refuse. I am pushing it out of my head.
Okay, but you do know it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So for those you don't know.
No, stop.
All right, fine. We'll move on to the next one. Mary Jane Watson.
Goblin babies. All right. Oh, wow. Turns out you can pin them and then they can scroll with you.
So, Mary Jane Watson.
And now I unpinned them.
Honestly,
scroll with me.
Has always been one of my favorite relationships for Peter. Mostly because I loved the early 80s.
Go fix it. Come on.
So, in the early 80s and everything, they were married. Everything was really good. Obviously, my biggest issue is eventually the worst day, or as I put in here,
the worst
trade deal in American history. One More Day.
The worst trade deal.
So for those of you who don't know One More Day, the events pretty much go along. Aunt May's dead. Peter's like, man, I really got to save Aunt May. Mephisto's like, hey, yo, I'll save her, but you can't be married anymore. And Peter's like, I bet.
Sacrifice this woman that exists. And he's like, okay, that's just a random woman. And she's like, I am your child.
Yeah, so I've always been really mad about One More Day. I'm still really mad about One More Day.
No, I love it.
But I love that relationship. It was so good for so long. And even Ultimate Spider-Man's take on it was also really good for a long time. Obviously there's parts in comics where they just kind of go downhill for a little bit, and then they hit the ground again, and they're like, oh, this is good. But also current Ultimate Spider-Man run, she is nothing but a supportive wife, and I love that for Peter, and he needs that so bad.
The new Ultimate is just the most amazing.
It is. It's so wholesome, so good. I love it. But all right, so here's our tier list.
Well, I mean, we can take some time to move things around.
We absolutely can. That's why at this point we've gone through the list. Let's go through the actual tiers for it. So far at S tier, we have Mary Jane and Black Cat.
Easy dubs. I don't know if we should really advocate for Black Cat as much as we do because of the fact of the constant in and out of will she get better? Won't they get better? Is this really a relationship if he's trying to just make her better?
In the recent comics, she worked with Captain America to bring Peter back.
You are referring to Zeb Wellis willingly. Who the fuck are you?
He does something's good, something's terrible. Okay,
that's true.
Black Cat, he's done okay.
It's the
plus also that one issue with Mary Jane. I mean, I think they definitely should be a pair.
I'm gonna quit.
I just meant them together on the list.
And A tier we have Silk, and I don't know. I think A tier might be a little bit too high for this, to be honest, because it's they had a good Peter was always trying to help her, but that savior complex kind of got in the way of her own internal feelings, and then trying to juggle everything that kind of happened. I don't really think it should be a high.
Okay. So you're thinking C personally?
Yeah, because I mean, if we have Carly Cooper in B, then,
Yeah,
like,
actually,
there's no way
I
Silk
can
sits
agree
in-
with that. Yeah, I don't think Silk is better than Kitty
You know
Pryde
what I
either.
think? You know what I think? I think not that one. I think these two move up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with that for now. All right.
For now,
Well, I just
you're
mean,
not
like,
changing.
we might move some more stuff
That's
around.
too bad.
you
This
know?
is my computer, my tier list. You don't
Alright.
get to say anything.
So I'm okay with this for a second. All right. So next in line we have Captain Marvel and Anna Maria.
I am trusting your judgment on Captain Marvel. I don't even
You know,
remember why
honestly-
we put that on beer. B. Like,
I think Captain Marvel almost should also go on the wasted potential list because I think it could have been better.
we talked about how they had like 3 dates, and they're like, "Oh, yep, he automatically goes to B tier." We're not biased at all.
Yeah, like I think this is better.
Speaking of not being biased, Anna Maria. Oh,
Honestly, from what I was reading, because I did go through and I read a lot about the lore and everything, I actually really do like her spot. I think as a character and how much she supported everything, I don't think she should be level.
I like her relationship with Otto, but like, if we're allowing the relationship with Otto, she deserves the spot she's at. But if it's technically only when Peter Parker controls his body, it would be. She wouldn't even be on the list, but like maybe a D because she is more advocating than some of these people in here.
Okay, I mean I don't disagree with you.
But also, I'm biased as fuck, so she's staying on B.
All right. So next we're gonna go to our C tier, Mockingbird.
Whitebird's fine. I don't have any problem.
Yeah.
She's dead center in the middle,
Yeah.
and I think that's what.
No, I can agree with that. Like I don't think there was much potential for the relationship to blossom more. It was fine what it was. It helped. It served a purpose. It's good. Jill Stacy. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's just Stacey. I don't know.
Do we want her above Gwen?
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I mean, it makes more sense to probably have her down here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too as right now. All right. So we'll go down to D tier. Betty Brant.
I think she sits there well.
I think so too. Same thing. Actually, I think the rest of this list I'm actually feeling okay with personally.
I don't disagree with that because F tier, once you get down here, you're kind of like shamed. It's like it doesn't matter what order you're in, you're all just suck.
Yeah, like actually, I think you know what? I think I'm good. I think this is the list. How do you feel
This
about it?
is the list.
The list, and you know you don't have to agree, but this is where we came to an agreement ourselves.
23 likes, and we put this as our cover photo for our YouTube channel for like a week.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, too late. I already made the bet.
You already made it. All right.
Once we make a bet, you have to commit with it, unless
All right.
somebody else edits it out. Which
Or it causes us financial or physical harm, and that
7
this doesn't
likes,
either.
and we put all of our profits onto red and see if we make it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this tier list. I guess. I mean,
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, I mean,
You
you
have
don't
s-
have to agree, but
You have a spider waifu that you believe was mistreated or not even put on this list. Well, that's too damn bad because you don't own the channel. But if you want to do something about it, you should totally throw it in the comments down below. We won't read it.
all right,
Maybe.
maybe. All right. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Ciao, muchachos.